Hello students. So today we are going to start with the second part of our session 7, in which we are going to study about the different advantages and different disadvantages of online shopping. Okay. In the first part we are started about by learning with what is e-commerce. Okay. Actually the name of the session 7 is online transactions. Okay. So in this session we are going to study about different aspects of online transactions. So first of all we have started about what is e-commerce, then examples of e-commerce, and then we had learned about e-shopping. Okay, so now today what we are going to study, we are going to study about the different advantages and disadvantages of e-shopping or online shopping. Okay, so first of all we start with the advantages. The advantages of online shopping include, first of all, the convenience of online shopping, isn't it? Okay, so convenience of online shopping means what? That customers can purchase items from the comfort of their own homes or workplace. Okay, the convenience is that customers don't need to be present physically at the stores. They don't need to go physically at the stores. Okay, customers can sit at their homes comfortably and they can purchase the items over the internet only. Okay, they can purchase items from the comfort of their own homes or workplace, even from the office. Also, if they want to do online shopping, they can purchase items just by using the internet and the computers. Okay, this is the one convenience of online shopping. Then second advantage is better prices and more variety. Okay, so online shopping offers us better prices and more variety. How? Because cheap deals and better prices are available online, because products come to you direct from the manufacturer or seller without involving middlemen. Middlemen means what? See, in the case of offline shopping, or you can say the traditional shopping, what happens? From the manufacturer first, the goods go to the regional distributor, then from the regional distributor they will go to the wholesaler. Okay, and then from the wholesaler they will go to the retailer, and then from the retailer they will go to the customer. Okay, the end user or the customer will purchase them from the retailer. So it is a very long chain of transportation before the goods actually reach the customer. Okay, so a lot of middlemen are involved in the purchasing through offline medium. Okay, you can say that the traditional mode, what is there, and the number of middlemen are there, number of channels are there, so that due to which what happens, the cost of the product is also increased. Okay, and the variety is not that much, which is in the case of online shopping. Online shopping also offers a lot of variety to us. Okay, and better prices are also available. Why? Because better pricing is done because because the involvement of middlemen is eliminated. There is no middleman in between. So what happens? See, when we are having a lot of middlemen in the transportation chain from manufacturer to customers, like distributors are there, wholesalers are there. So what will happen? Everybody wants to make some profit. Okay, so they will take some share of the profit at every stage. The what happens by the time the end product reaches the customer, it becomes very costly. Okay, that is why we get a very cheap deal when we are buying a product online, because in the case of online, all the middlemen are eliminated. There is no need of any middleman between the manufacturer or the businessman and the customer. Okay, the customer can directly purchase the goods from the businessman or the manufacturing companies. Okay, so it is because products come to you directly from the manufacturer or seller without involving middlemen. You can find almost any brand or item and any variety at one place you are looking for. So actually what happens, if you go to any offline store, like any normal store, which like in a city, if you go to any shop or store, then what will happen, that shop or store will be having a variety of goods, but that will be limited also. Okay, because there could be no such store which will be having all the brands which are available online. Okay, the online stores are having a variety of brands and different variety of items, and that range is very wide. Okay, the online shopping websites offer us a very wide range of products and brands to choose from. Okay, and almost there wouldn't be any such offline store available which will be able to offer us with such a wide variety of products. Okay, they may every they there see, there is variety in the shops also. If you go to any offline store, you will find variety there also, but that variety will be very less as compared to what you will get on an online website. Okay, so I hope this point is clear to all of you. Now online shopping saves time and money. Okay, the customers do not have to stand in the queues in cash counters, or do not need to travel. So these are the problems which customers face, like they have to stand in queues, they have to wait for paying money at the counters, or they have to travel for reaching the shops, and all these are different disadvantages which are there in offline shopping. Okay, so these disadvantages are reduced, they are eliminated in online shopping. That is why it becomes an advantage here. So online retailers offer different offers and cash discounts which attract customers and saves their money. Then product comparisons are also there. Customers can compare same product in different online stores according to the price range, taste and needs. So these online websites are offering a lot of features to compare between the products. Okay, so for comparison needs, you don't have to apply so too much of your mind, like in the what happens in the case of offline shops. If you go to buy and purchase any item, then for comparing the goods, you have to ask the seller about each and every aspect of the good. You have to ask the either you will ask the seller, the shopkeeper, or what you will do, you will take the product in your hand and you will try to read about its specifications from the packet. Okay, so this will take a lot of time, and it is a very time taking process, and it is very difficult process also in some cases. If you have to buy a lot of products, then comparing them will be a difficult process. Okay, but all that difficulty is reduced in the case of online shopping, because the online sites are offering product comparison facilities. By what you have to do in the case of online shopping, you have to just provide you with your criteria. Okay, what criteria you want, what are the features that you want to compare. Okay, and then what they will do, the sites will compare the features of the products on the basis of your requirement. Whatever is your product requirement, you have to just enter a requirement of the product, and the companies will show you various products that satisfy your requirement along with their prices also. So you will get the products which you are looking for. You will get a wide variety of products, and that too with the different cost also. The cost also can be seen and the features also can be seen. So you can compare which product is having better features and which is having better cost also. So this product comparison feature is a very good option which is provided by online shopping sites. Okay. Now, availability of online shop. The online mall is open on 365 cross 24 cross 7. It means that 365 cross 24 cross 7 means all the time. Okay, 24 cross 7, all 24 hours, 365 days in a year, it is open. It never closes. Okay, online shops are always open. So time does not act as a barrier. In the case of offline shops, what happens? There is some working time for them. Okay, like after 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the night, they will close. Okay, but what happens? Using online shops or using online websites, you can buy the product at any time you want. Okay, so time does not act as a barrier wherever the vendors and buyers are. So they can buy, they can sell the products at whatever time they want. Then you can send gifts more easily by using this online shopping. Sending gifts to relatives and friends is also easy, no matter where they are, like birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, any day you want. And for any day, if you want to send the gifts, you can send the gifts very easily. Just what you have to do, you have to select the gift and you have to enter the address of the person who is receiving the gift. Okay, and whatever gift you have selected, and if you have paid for that, then that gift will be delivered at your address which you have entered in the receiver's column. Okay, you have to just enter the address of the receiver and you can send any gift item to your beloved persons. Okay, now online tracking. Consumers can track online the order status and the delivery status. This is also a very good thing. So like if you are trading offline, then what happens? You have to just rely on the trustworthiness of the person. Okay, like if you are ordering something from any shop which is very far located, which is in some other city, and you are not using digital or online medium, then what you will do, you just call the person by the phone. You will just ask him where are the goods, in what time they will come, and what is the current status of the good. This could be inquired only over the telephone or the mobile. Okay, but using online tracking, this work becomes very easy for us. Okay, customers can track the status of their goods online. Okay, what is the current status, whether they have reached the destination or not, whether they have been packaged or not. Okay, whether the person has received them or not. All these things could be tracked online by using the facilities available on the online website. Okay, now you come on to these were the different advantages of online shopping. Okay, now we are going to study about the different disadvantages of online shopping. So the first disadvantage is that shipping problem and delay in delivery. Okay, sometimes what happens, long duration and lack of proper inventory management results in delays in shipment. Okay, sometimes what happens, if the destination, if the source address if the source of the goods is very far away from you, if the source are being packaged from a very far location, then what will happen, a long duration time can also take in the shipping also. Shipping will also take a very long time. Okay, in the case of online, because online businesses are being run from a very large distance. Okay, a person may be sitting in Kanyakumari, and he may be wanting to send an item to a person who is living in Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, or a person may be sitting in Assam and he may be selling a goods to a person who is living in Gujarat. Okay, so in this way, distances are very large. Distances play a very important role in online shopping. Okay, because the larger is the distance, the more time it will be taken for shipping. Shipping means bringing the goods from the distributor or the seller bringing the goods from the seller to the customer. Okay, so shipping also takes a long time. Then lack of proper inventory management. See, because why lack of proper inventory management? Because all the online inventories, the places from where the online goods are packaged, they are very far away. Okay, they are sometimes very far away. One inventory may be situated in Gujarat, the second inventory may be situated in Maharashtra, and so on. So what happens? Because they are distributed over a very large area. That is why sometimes it is very difficult to properly manage the inventory also. So due to these problems, sometimes the shipping of these goods becomes a problem, and it takes a lot of time to deliver the goods online. Okay, it gets a lot of delay. The second one is lack of significant discounts in the online shops. See, what happens in the case of online shops, they will offer you only a discount which is fixed. You can't have the bargaining facility which you have in offline shops. In offline shops, if you are directly talking to a shopkeeper, you can also do a lot of bargain. You can argue with the shopkeeper, and you can cause him to lower the prices of the product also as per your need. Okay, you can also compel him to reduce the prices, offer some extra discount also. Okay, that is known as bargaining. But that bargaining will not be possible in the case of offline shop, or in the case of online shops. Okay, so physical stores offer discounts to customers and attract them, so this makes it difficult for e-tailers to compete with the offline platforms. See, offline platform is having the advantage that any shopkeeper can interact with the customer on a personal basis, and he or she and the shopkeeper can also reduce the discounts, reduce the price of the commodity as per the customer's requirement also, to attract the customer. If the customer wants any extra discount, that also the shopkeeper can provide, if he or she is not occurring any loss on that. If the shopkeeper is not occurring any loss, then to sell his product, he may offer some extra discount also. But this feature can't be made available in the case of online shopping, because in the case of online shopping, rates and discounts are fixed. Okay, now this is one disadvantage of that. Then risk of online fraud. Okay, if you are shopping online, there is a larger risk of fraud, credit card scams, phishing, hacking, identity theft, counterfeit products, bogus websites, and other scams are common. So all the scams which are common in the case of online transactions are the same scams are here the same scams can be occurred here in the case of online shopping also. The same risk is there in the case of online shopping also. Okay, all the digital fraud which people can do, the same digital fraud they can do also in the case of online shopping. Okay, like identity theft is there, counterfeit products are there, bogus websites are there. Okay, all these different scams could be also take place in the case of online shopping. Then the lack of interactivity in online shopping. Okay, there is much less interactivity between the two, the customers and the sellers and the customers in the case of online shopping as compared to offline shopping. See, physical stores allow price negotiations between buyers and the seller, but in online shopping you may lack such experiences like friends and relatives interaction, outdoor experience. So this interactivity portion is lacking in the case of online shopping. This is also a disadvantage. Then returns can be complicated sometimes. Okay, some sellers have a difficult return policy. Some online sellers have a difficult return policy. It means what? Their rules are very difficult to return. Once a product has been delivered to the customers, they will not take it back easily. Okay, they will only take it back when the customer has to satisfy some certain requirements. Okay, it makes it difficult for the customers to return any product also. So this is one disadvantage of online shopping. Many times you can't get reimbursed for any shipping cost. Okay, if there was a shipping cost involved also, then if you want to return the product, then you will not be reimbursed for the shipping cost. The shipping cost will be cut from your price. The shipping cost will be charged from you. Okay, that will not be reimbursed to you. Okay, when you return the product. So all those complications are there in the case of online shopping. Then no support for local retailers. Okay, there is no support for local retailers. Sometimes you may find difficult to get after sales service of some product. Okay, so sometimes what happens in the case of local retailers, if you are buying any product from a local retailer, then what happens, if there is any problem in the product, then you can directly go to the retailer and you can get the service from him. The retailer may sometimes return the product, he may replace the product, or he may advise you about how to use the product, or he may also make any amendments in the product. Okay, he may change the product, he may replace the product, or he may also take it back also, or he may provide you with some service on the product also. he may repair the product also. All these services are provided in the case of local and offline retailers. Okay, but these facilities are not available in the case of online shopping. Okay, there is no support for local retailers. Okay, sometimes you may find it difficult to get after sales service of some products. So after sales service is difficult in the case of, sometimes difficult in the case, not always, but sometimes difficult in the case of online shopping of products. Okay, so these are the various disadvantages of online shopping. So in this video we have discussed about various advantages of online shopping and various disadvantages of online shopping. So we will end this video here only. In the next video, our next topic will be online transactions using Flipkart. Flipkart is very commonly used e-shopping website. So we will see how we can do online transaction using Flipkart in the next topic. So till the next video is uploaded, thank you and goodbye.